There we go. Ho, ho, ho. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day. I know it's not necessarily morning where you are, but ho, ho, ho. I've been practicing my ho, ho, ho. Yesterday, I practiced it quite a bit. By the way, welcome to this English lesson about Christmas. We'll be starting in about 13 seconds. Let me just check a couple of things here. I think people want me to say ho, ho, ho again. I'll say it in just a moment. Here we go. Well, hello and welcome to this English lesson about Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. There's my best Santa Claus impression for all of you. I hope that you have a little bit of time today. I know that Christmas is just around the corner, but I thought I would squeeze one more lesson in before Christmas. And I thought the best topic would be Christmas. There are a lot of words and phrases that we use in English when we're talking about Christmas. So in this lesson, I'll talk about a lot of them. I have my Christmas Santa hat on. I don't know how long I'll wear this for because it's quite warm. I'm wearing my sweater and my hat, and the house is getting warm and it's quite nice here, but I think I might overheat if I leave the hat on for too long. But I thought I would wear it for just a bit. So again, welcome to this English lesson about Christmas. I hope that you really enjoy it. Before we get started, though, a couple things. I want to say hi to Dave. I know Todd's going to be along shortly. Merry Christmas, Dave. Merry Christmas to Todd as well. Merry Christmas to all of you, especially those who are regulars, those of you who are regular attendees at the live streams, and those of you who are members. So hi to Freddie Wolf and Alex and Sergey. And Eugene. Eugene sent me some pictures, and I put a couple of them in the slideshow. Hello to Sergey and Audie. Let me scroll back. I know Lolly's here. Rod is here. American English with this guy is about to have a nice Christmas Eve day, I guess we would call it, with family. Hello to Natalia, Lolly, Rod, Audie, Judith. I'm repeating people now, but that's okay. Let me scroll back. I think that is enough of the saying hi. I do want to say one thing, though. I will not be live streaming next week. I will not be live streaming tomorrow. I am taking a bit of a break. I think it's important every once in a while to take a little bit of a break. I will be putting out videos from time to time randomly on both my channels. But after this live stream, I will edit this one down and put it out tomorrow morning, like a little Christmas present. But after that, I'm going to just take a bit of a break. I think there's one video coming out next week, but no live streams for a week or two. So I'll keep you informed via the community page. Let me see here. There's one other thing I want to mention about this lesson. I have my notes here, but I'm getting a little lost here. I'll figure it out later. Let's get the lesson started. Remember, if you do have a question, make sure it's about Christmas, and please ask the question using the form that is linked in the chat. Let's get started. So you'll see here I have red and green as the first two words. The colors of Christmas are definitely red and green. You will see silver and gold as well, but generally when you see things that are decorated for Christmas, you will see a lot of red and green. It is a very common thing to see when you drive around town, when you go to the mall. And that reminds me of what I was going to mention about this lesson. There is a couple of ways to talk about Christmas. Christmas is a religious holiday for many people, but it's also what we would call a secular holiday or non-religious holiday. This English lesson will focus on the non-religious aspects of the Christmas season. So I could do another whole lesson on the religious background and the religious significance of Christmas. But this lesson, just so you know, is about what you'll see when you go out in the city, what you see when you go out in the town, and the things that most people in countries where Christmas is celebrated will be doing. But definitely red and green. You can see my hat is red because it's one of the colors of Christmas. So Merry Christmas is the most common greeting. If you watched my video from earlier this week, I talked about how in Canada, we say Merry Christmas. In the United States, we say Merry Christmas. In other English-speaking countries, you might hear Happy Christmas, but generally here you will hear Merry Christmas. When people greet each other around this time of year, they'll say Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. You'll also hear season's greetings, but you'll hear this more like in a TV commercial where a company says season's greetings from Canadian Tire. That's one of the stores in Canada. Or you might see it on a Christmas card or a greeting card, season's greetings. It's just a different way to say it. Again, we mostly say Merry Christmas to each other. If I meet my brother tomorrow, I'll say Merry Christmas to my brother. But on a TV commercial or in an advertisement or on a Christmas card, you might see season's greetings. And you might also see Happy Holidays. So Happy Holidays is another way to basically say Merry Christmas to someone. Oh, I'm drinking water. I should be drinking eggnog. Eggnog is a funny drink made with cream and eggs and milk and some spices. I don't actually like it, but a lot of people drink eggnog around this time of year. So, by the way, I did do a Christmas lesson a couple of years ago. This lesson has some of the same words in it and phrases, but I added probably another 20. So you'll see that some slides might look familiar and some might be new to you. Christmas movie. There is a tradition to make movies that are made for Christmas. A typical Christmas movie would be something like Elf, starring Will Ferrell. This movie was made a few years ago, but it has become a popular Christmas movie. When you turn the television on right now and you flick through the channels, that's how we talk about it. You flick through the channels, you will most likely see different Christmas movies playing around this time of year. Very, very common. So a Christmas movie is a movie that's made about Christmas. It usually takes place at Christmas or in the days leading up to it. I see Eugene saying Home Alone. That's another Christmas movie for sure. And then on TV, you might see what's called a Christmas special or a TV special. One of the most common ones is A Charlie Brown Christmas. This is a cartoon, obviously, about the Christmas season. Again, when you flick through the channels right now, you will probably be able to find this playing on one of the TV stations. A Charlie Brown Christmas. So a Christmas movie is obviously a movie about Christmas. A Christmas special is a TV show about Christmas. You might even go to a Christmas program. Now, there haven't been a lot of Christmas programs last year or this year because of the pandemic, which keeps going. But a Christmas program is usually held at a school. It might be at a community center. A Christmas program is where children learn a lot of Christmas songs, or they might learn a play, a Christmas play. And then as parents and relatives, you might go to a Christmas program and you'll listen to the music and you'll enjoy the play. So, but very, very common, especially for little children to be in a Christmas program. Very, very cool and fun thing to go to. Notice a lot of them are dressed wearing red, which again is a color that you see a lot at Christmas. And this entire time of year is called Christmastime. So I think I often use the phrase around Christmas time. I'm going to see my family around Christmas time. I eat too much at Christmas time. So it doesn't refer to just Christmas Day. It refers to kind of a day or two before Christmas and a day or two after. So Christmas time is just a general way to refer to this time of year. So I'm doing a live stream about Christmas at Christmas time. Festive would be a really good word to describe this time of year. It is a time of year where when you go to do some shopping, there's Christmas music playing. You might see people start to dress using red and green. You might see a lot of people going to events like Christmas parades. It's a time of year where when I say festive, it means everything is connected to Christmas in some way. And it just makes you feel really, really happy. It's definitely a happy time of year for many, many people. There's something that has started recently called the ugly Christmas sweater tradition. This is something, I'm not sure when it started. I think maybe if Brent's still here from American English, he can fill us in. But even at work, we had a day where everyone was supposed to wear an ugly Christmas sweater. So not a Christmas sweater that's nice to look at. a Christmas sweater that isn't very nice. I actually like this sweater, but it would count as an ugly Christmas sweater. And I hope you know what ugly means. So someone can be beautiful, and if they're the opposite, we would say they're ugly. It's not a nice word, but an ugly Christmas sweater is a sweater you buy because it's not very nice looking, and you wear it usually once a year when you have a day at work or maybe at a school where you all wear your ugly Christmas sweater. So I mentioned this in my video earlier this week. I did a short video about Christmas. A Christmas bonus is something you get from your boss. It's something you get at work because you've done a good job for the year. And if the company or business is doing well, you might get a Christmas bonus. I get a small gift card to a local restaurant. Brent from American English with This Guy mentioned to me earlier this week, I think he used the phrase, I don't get squat, which means he doesn't get anything as a Christmas bonus. So I feel bad. I'll thank Brent for all his work as a teacher. That's his Christmas bonus from me this year. But different places of work give out different Christmas bonuses. Brent says, I have no idea when the ugly Christmas sweater started. Maybe with the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Possibly. Yes, sometimes weird traditions start because of movies that we've watched. I also mentioned in my video earlier this week, there's something called an office Christmas party or a work Christmas party, or you might just say, I have a Christmas party at work this week. This usually happens well in advance of Christmas, so a week or two before Christmas. You might go to work at night for a Christmas party. If you're lucky, work might end early one day, and then you'll spend the last 2 hours at work getting paid, and you're at the office Christmas party. But it's certainly something that is quite common in North America to have a work Christmas party or an office Christmas party. And now we get into some of the more familiar things. Many people will put up a Christmas tree. They will decorate their Christmas tree. Traditionally, a Christmas tree goes up a week or two before Christmas, or even earlier. We put our Christmas tree up at the beginning of December. We decorate our tree with ornaments and lights and ribbon, and we put a star at the very top. Actually, I think we have an angel at the very top of ours. There's two different things that can go on the top of a tree. It's usually a star or an angel. I have to go look. I can't remember what's at the top of our tree. Usually you put a blanket under the tree, especially if it's a tree that you got from outside, because needles will fall. And then on that blanket, you will put gifts. And then usually people open their gifts Christmas morning. Some people open gifts Christmas Eve. Some people open gifts a few days before Christmas because that's when they can get their family together. And as I mentioned, on the Christmas tree, we usually put ornaments or decorations. You can use either word. You can see here, there are a lot of ornaments hanging from the tree. Hey, let's jump over and do some questions. I'm going to be really strict today. I'm only going to answer questions about Christmas. So here we go. Although there will be some Christmas greetings in here. I'll look at those as well. Renata says, hi, Bob. Thank you so much for all the lessons you've prepared for us all this time. I wish you and all your family a wonderful Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you very much, Renata. Ruslan says, Merry Christmas, dear Teacher Bob. What's your favorite Christmas rom-com movie? So I like the movie Love Actually. Jen and I watch that movie every couple years. But my favorite Christmas movie, I think, is a movie called Die Hard with Bruce Willis, which is not your normal Christmas movie. It's an action movie. There's a lot of guns and shooting and swearing, so be careful if you watch it. But those would be two of my favorite movies. Katerina, Merry Christmas, dear Teacher Bob. I wish you find a very big present under the Christmas tree with health, money, and wealth, more new plants and ideas. You know, the best gift for me would be ideas. I love when I have new ideas. So hopefully I find a few new ideas during the Christmas season. Farah, what is the most memorable gift did you get at Christmas? Little fix there. Merry Christmas, Mr. Bob. One gift I really remember well is I got a Lego set. You know, the toy Lego when I was a kid, and it was a Lego motor. So I could build things out of Lego, and then I could make them drive by themselves. So I got a Lego set with a motor. I'm glad in the chat Brent didn't add the word that comes after that phrase, yippee-ki-yay, because there's a pretty bad swear word that comes after that. Anyways, Henry from Taiwan. Hi, Teacher Bob. Merry Christmas to you. What Christmas dish do you expect the most in the holidays? Dishes do you expect the most in the holidays? Happy holidays. We tend to eat turkey. The meat that we eat at Christmas is usually turkey, similar to Thanksgiving. For some reason in North America, we eat turkey at both of those holidays. And so I already had a turkey dinner yesterday at work, at school, and I will be having actually a chicken dinner later this weekend and probably another turkey dinner next week. So that's the most common part of the holiday season in terms of food. Judith. Hi, Judith. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Bob. Have you ever been kissing under a mistletoe before marriage? Best wishes from Judith. No, mistletoe is something people hang in the house. It's a little piece of greenery. And if you're caught under the mistletoe with someone, you're supposed to kiss. Not everyone does that, by the way. I will not kiss and tell. I will not say whether I've ever done that, Judith. There's a phrase in English, to kiss and tell. It means if you kiss someone and then you tell later, or if you do something and then you tell people later. So I'm not going to kiss and tell. I'll just nod or shake my head. Let's see here. Ellen, what's your favorite thing about Christmas? Merry Christmas for you and your family. Well, it's what you mentioned at the end. My favorite thing about Christmas is family. It is really fun to get together. It's good to see brothers and sisters and brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws and uncles and aunts and nieces and nephews. It's fun at Christmas to see family. Our family gatherings this year will be quite small. We're actually limited to 10 people again in Canada, so we'll see. Ario says, hi, Merry Christmas, Mr. Bob. What's your plan for tomorrow's Christmas? I plan to watch Home Alone 4. Well, number one, Ario, I plan to do nothing except spend time with my family. So we'll probably play outside if there's snow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, though, which is kind of sad. We will probably play board games or play card games, and I'll probably eat too much. That's what will happen. Nosley, who is Santa Claus, and was it a real person in the past? So Santa Claus, I'll talk about later, a fictional character, not real, who lives at the North Pole and brings children gifts. But I think it is based on some historical figures, but I don't actually know the full history of Santa Claus. Azam says, good evening from Iran. It's interesting when you're celebrating in winter. Christians in Australia are in a swimsuit, in summer celebrating the same event. Merry Christmas. Yes, it's weird to see videos of people in like Texas or Australia celebrating Christmas because they often have a barbecue. They go outside and they barbecue some food, and we don't do that up here. Winter Wright says, hi, Bob, Merry Christmas. The classic meanings of Christmas and other festivals have been ignored as time goes by. To my mind, it's a good phenomenon. Christmas has certainly evolved over time. There can be an argument that it has been commercialized too much, that a lot of people want to sell you something at Christmas. And it could be argued that we spend too much time thinking about things instead of thinking about other people. So I hope everyone this Christmas season is kind to other people. Let's see here. Yaroslav, morning, the wisest Teacher Bob. Can we say happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas? Thanks. Have a great weekend ahead. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We most often say Merry Christmas to people. We might say Happy Holidays, but usually you'll see that on a greeting card or used in another way. But yeah, maybe it's just me, but in my mind, it's almost always Merry Christmas. When I go to my sister's house for Christmas, I'll walk in and I'll say Merry Christmas. So your very last sentence, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, that is very common for people to say. Let's see here. From Claudia, hi Teacher Bob and hi everyone. Today I'm at work and I cannot watch the live stream, so I simply want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thanks, Claudia. I wish you a Merry Christmas as well. Next question from Denis. Does the phrase, "What did you get for Christmas?" sound correct when used in an informal setting? Yes, that is exactly how you will say it. You will go back to work after the holiday and you'll say, "What did you get for Christmas?" You might say, "Did you get anything good for Christmas?" That's another way to say it. But "What did you get for Christmas?" Is probably the most common way to ask it. Let's see here. Muhammad Ali. Hi, Teacher Bob. How are you? I'm good. Can you recommend to me the best books to learn vocabulary? And Merry Christmas. Have a lovely day. If you want to learn basic vocabulary, there's a series of books from a company called DK. And they have great picture vocabulary books with lots of pictures and words. So look up DK English on Amazon and you should find it. Alex from Russia. Let me have a sip of tea here, Alex. Hi, Bob. I'm Alex. Thanks for your great classes. My question is, did Canadians used to drink alcoholic beverages on Christmas? If they did, what are these beverages? There are a lot of special kinds of alcoholic beverages that Canadians do drink at Christmas. A lot of times they will put a little bit of alcohol in their hot chocolate, or if they're drinking eggnog, they might put a little bit of alcohol in their eggnog. So we sometimes take our traditional Christmas drinks and we might add a little bit of an alcoholic beverage. Some people drink mulled wine, which is kind of a warm wine with some spices in it. But yes, there's definitely a variety of things that people would drink. Hussein says, Happy New Year in advance. You've shared your knowledge for free to people all around the world. I wish you health and happiness for you and your family in 2022. Well, thank you, Hussein. And I wish the same for you and your family in the new year. It's coming soon, isn't it? Hey, I want to say hi to the 482 people watching. Mostly I'm just happy to see all of you because I thought doing an English lesson on December 24th that it would be maybe a couple hundred people max, because I think people are busy at this time of year. So I'm super happy to see all of you. Thank you so much for popping in and watching a little bit. We should actually get back to the lesson. Let's do that so we can keep moving along here. By the way, if you're new here, you should subscribe. It'd be like a little Christmas present for me. Stockings. So Christmas gifts go under the tree. Stockings are things that look like socks, but they're actually way bigger. And usually people hang these sometimes by a fireplace, sometimes just on a wall. And a lot of times you will put small little gifts inside of stockings. So with our family, we give each of our kids a stocking for Christmas as well. They get some gifts and a stocking. The stocking has inside of it things we would call stocking stuffers. Let me find that. A stocking stuffer is any kind of small gift that fits inside of that big sock looking thing. So we buy little chocolates, little toys, and those kinds of things to put in our kids' stockings. So people sometimes hang them by a fireplace, but not many homes have fireplaces anymore. It's pretty rare. Christmas presents are probably the thing children talk about the most at Christmas. What do you think you're going to get for Christmas? Do your parents give you nice gifts? And then when they go back to school, did you get a nice Christmas present? Children usually get Christmas presents. Adults sometimes exchange presents, but not always. Like my brothers and sisters and we don't give each other presents anymore. We get together, we enjoy each other's company, but we don't buy each other presents. We do buy, like the nephews and nieces and kids in the family get presents from everyone, but some adults still exchange gifts, but we don't. We just give gifts to our kids. Notice I'm using the word gifts and the word presents. Christmas gifts, Christmas presents, those are both the same thing. You wrap a gift in wrapping paper. You might wrap a gift in newspaper. You might wrap a gift in just brown paper, but generally people will buy special paper that has obviously a lot of red and green on it, and they use that to wrap their gifts. So some people tell their kids that the gifts come from Santa. In our family, we never really did that, but Jen and I will wrap the gifts a day or two before Christmas. And if I'm being honest, Jen has wrapped 97% of the gifts in my life for our kids. I think I've wrapped maybe 4 of them. So I should just be honest and say Jen does all the gift wrapping. Jen and I buy wrapping paper, and then Jen wraps all the gifts. Sometimes the gift will have a bow on the top. It's not super common, but it does make the Christmas gift or Christmas present look really cool if it has a bow on the top. The bow is that, I'm trying to point to it. The bow is that thing on the top where all of the ribbon is tied together to make a really nice bow on the top. Stocking stuffer we talked about. Stocking stuffer is a small gift that you put inside of a stocking. Pretty common for kids to enjoy opening their stocking to find little things like chocolates and small toys and all kinds of things that will fit inside of a stocking. And then there's sometimes people will put up a wreath. This is Jen, by the way. For those of you that have not met my wife, Jen makes wreaths every year. This picture is actually from a couple years ago. This is a wreath that Jen made. Many people will put a wreath on the outside door of their house at the beginning of December, maybe even the end of November. A wreath is made with a lot of local greenery. So we put cedar and spruce and pine and other types of things in the wreath, and then people will hang it outside. Sometimes people will hang a wreath inside, but it tends to dry out. So usually you will see a wreath, especially one that's made from real trees. It will be hung outside on the door. But yes, this is Jen, if you want to say hi. Sometimes people will have an urn outside the front of their house. They will have a Christmas urn. This picture is from Eugene. So I woke up this morning and Eugene had sent me a bunch of pictures. So thank you very much for that, Eugene. And I picked out, I think 3 or 4 of them, Eugene. I even have one at the end of what I think is a Christmas gift Eugene bought for himself. So stick around for that. But an urn is a large pot, and you can see it has a lot of Christmas greenery or green things put into it to kind of celebrate the Christmas season. A lot of times people will have 1 or 2 Christmas urns outside their front door. So that's kind of cool. Thanks for the photo again, Eugene. Christmas lights. So Christmas lights go on Christmas trees. People put Christmas lights on houses. People put Christmas lights on trees outside their house. Christmas lights are sometimes all white, but sometimes they're multicolor, a lot of different colors. You could even buy strings that are red and green. So you have 2 different of the Christmas colors. Hey, thanks, Alberto, for joining and becoming a member. That's awesome of you. But Christmas lights you will find all over. It's kind of fun to drive around your local town and to see who has put up a lot of Christmas lights on the trees in their yard, on the front of their house. But just another way to celebrate this festive time of year. You will certainly go to at least 1 Christmas dinner, maybe 2, maybe 3. It depends on how big your family is and how many dinners are planned. We usually end up having 3 Christmas dinners. We eat Christmas dinner here at our house, and we have Christmas dinner with my family. So that would be my brothers and sisters. And then we have Christmas dinner with Jen's family. Again, this year it might be a little different because gatherings are limited to 10 people. So we'll see how it all works out in the end. Generally, a Christmas dinner is a hot meal, and usually you have turkey, sometimes ham as the meat, and then other things besides that. You might go to a Christmas parade. Now, in one of my previous videos about Christmas, I was actually at a parade. This is a parade in one of our local towns. A parade is when people build things called floats, which is kind of like a movable stage, and they decorate it with a lot of Christmas lights. You can actually see Santa on this float. This would be the last float in the parade. But a parade is a fun thing to go to. Because of COVID, there's been a lot of reverse parades this year where they have all the floats lined up and you drive past in your car. So instead of the parade going by you while you stand on the street and cheer and wave, the parade is parked in a parking lot and you drive through the parade. just an interesting way to have a parade, I guess, in a really, really safe way. You might get a Christmas card at Christmas. You might get more than one Christmas card. We sometimes call these greeting cards as well. I know that we have a string in our kitchen most years, and as we get Christmas cards, we hang those up. I actually got a Christmas card from Miroslav. Thank you very much if you're watching, Miroslav, for the Christmas card. Miroslav is probably one of my oldest viewers from 4 years ago, and he has been very, very encouraging to me in my journey here on YouTube. So thanks for the card. But a Christmas card is a small piece of paper, a card. Usually you can see, again, a lot of red and green, some gold and silver. And inside people will write, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, wishing you all the best this holiday season or something like that. Christmas Eve is tonight. If you're watching this live right now, today is December 24th. So we call this Christmas Eve Day. That's not a real English phrase, I don't think. It's just what Jen and I say. But tonight is Christmas Eve. It is the night before Christmas. So Christmas Eve happens on December 24th. A lot of times people will get together with their family, maybe watch a movie, maybe play some games, and then usually on Christmas Day or Christmas morning, people will get up and open gifts. Again, traditions vary. Some people open gifts a day or two before Christmas. Some people open gifts after Christmas. But most people will probably open gifts either today, they might open gifts on Christmas Eve, or they'll open gifts on Christmas Day or Christmas morning. Thanks, Fabian, for the super chat. That's awesome of you. You will hear a lot of Christmas music. I have Natalia here saying, Merry Christmas, Bob, all the best. And I love the emojis, Natalia. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you as well. You will hear a lot of Christmas music at this time of year. There are some radio stations that start playing Christmas music on December 1st. I like Christmas music, but not that much. But Christmas music would be different kinds of songs that have been made for Christmas. You can see this mug says, All I Want for Christmas Is You, kind of a famous Christmas song that you'll hear on the radio. Let me make a change here. Give me 1 second. We're going to go to members only chat mode for 10 minutes. Give me a second here to figure this out. I think we're moving along nicely. I think I'm talking a little bit too much, but I'm hyper today. Oh, my camera turned off. There we go. Let's see here. We are in members only chat mode. That means that members can ask questions directly in the chat. I will continue to answer questions from the forum. Alex says, Merry Christmas, Professor Bob. Thanks for all your lessons. I've learned many words with you. You rock. By the way, I should mention something. Let me double check something as I'm doing that. My friend Rod, the English teacher, has a Christmas video premiering. Let me just check here. I believe in about half an hour. Let me make sure I get this correct. So Rod has a video on his channel, Rod the English teacher, called Christmas Around the World 2, featuring Bob the Canadian. What? Am I in Rod's video? Maybe I am. And many other English teachers from YouTube. So as you finish watching this in about half an hour, make sure you head over there. Let me just double check the time. Starts in 28 minutes. Okay, so let's head over there and watch that as soon as we're done. From the chat, Audie says, Merry Christmas, Teacher Bob and your family. From your short video, will you have 2 weeks for Christmas season? That's awesome for the holidays. Anyway, I like your hat. Thanks. Yes, I have, as of today, 2 weeks off. So it's probably going to go fast, but I think I will relax more than I will work, definitely. Key Park, Merry Christmas, Bob. What gifts are you going to give Jen and the kids? I wish you and your family have a very happy holidays. Well, we bought the kids some nice gifts, Key Park, but I can't say them here because my kids might be watching the live stream. So I don't want to say other than I think they will like them. We really worked hard this year to get things that we think they will like. Alberto Rosas. Hi, Teacher Bob. I am glad to join you for the very first. What is the difference between merry and happy? Regards from Mexico. So in North America, we often say Merry Christmas. In other English-speaking countries, you might hear Happy Christmas. You might hear it in Canada once in a while, but it is very, very much Merry Christmas in my mind when people greet each other. Samuel Chen from the chat. Hi, Bob. Merry Christmas. Just want to say thank you for all the great videos and lives. No problem. Good, fun to do, and I'm glad you enjoy them. Natalia Belgrade, Merry Christmas card is on her way to Canada. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. I will check my mailbox. And Lolly says, Joyeux Noël, Bob. Et je vais dire merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Lolly. Joyeux Noël à toi aussi. Maria C. Hi, Bob. I wanted to ask you how to call the hat you're wearing. It's called a Santa hat. Is it a Christmas hat? Anyways, I wish you the best Christmas, dear Bob. Thanks, Maria C. I think I have a slide. Yeah, I think I have a slide for the Santa hat. Maybe I forgot it. We'll see. It might be coming up. Freddie Wolf. Hi, Bob. Have a great Christmas Eve and same for tomorrow. Joyeux Noël et très bon réveillon ce soir. Pay attention, though. Don't eat too much chocolate. Meanwhile, let's forget the mad COVID. That's my attempt, or that's my plan as well, Freddie. Just to enjoy myself and not eat too much. Maria C. Yes, Rod's special video coming out in 26 minutes. Siva Kumar says hi there. Hi, Siva Kumar. Merry Christmas, Mr. Bob, the Canadian from India. It's me, Siva Kumar. Well, Merry Christmas to you as well, and thank you for the greeting. Stacy Gion. Hi, Bob. Merry Christmas. I like your Santa hat. Thank you. It's actually, I think it belongs to one of my kids. It's bigger than the one I wore 2 years ago when I did a Christmas lesson. So I feel 2 years ago I did a lesson and the Santa hat was really tight on my head. Rod says, Merry Christmas, Mr. Bob, and all of you here. Thank you. You're so kind for the shout out. No problem. And then thanks to Lolly for the Joyeux Noël and Olga for the super chat and to Eugene for the super sticker that says thank you. Thank you, Eugene, for that. Devansh says, Merry Christmas, sir. Christmas. What does Eve mean? It just is a shorter way of saying evening. So at the end of the day, around 5 or 6 o'clock, it's no longer afternoon and it's then evening. So, Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening. At Christmas, we say Christmas Eve. We've kind of shortened the word, I think. I think that's where Eve came from. From Hiroyuki, hi there, Bob. I don't have any questions. However, wishing you a blessed and beautiful Christmas. Thank you, Hiroyuki. Back over to the chat. Lolly says, thanks, Bob. Naomi says, hi, Teacher Bob. Do you happen to have a fireplace? Is Mr. Santa going to come down the chimney? We have a wood stove. We don't use it very often anymore because we don't always have wood to burn. We don't have a fireplace, but we have a wood stove, and Santa wouldn't fit down the chimney because it's only this big. It's amazing that he can fit down the chimney, isn't it? Let's see here. Kimi and Kiwi from Korea. Hi, Bob. Thank you for the great lesson as always. What was the best Christmas movie you watched? I do like the movie Elf with Will Ferrell. That is a good Christmas movie. If you want a funny Christmas movie, that is a good one. Taku, which is more popular, real tree for Christmas tree or a fake tree for Christmas tree? I think fake trees might be more popular. So a real tree is a tree you cut down outside and bring into your house. A fake tree is a tree you buy from the store and you just keep it in a box all year. I think fake trees are becoming more popular, although I would have to do a bit of research. Angela, people in my country often say Noel Day instead of Christmas. Is it wrong? Thank you and Merry Christmas. So English speakers in Canada, we know the word Noel. Like one of the Christmas carols is the first Noel. We know that Noel is a French word for Christmas. We don't use the word very often, though, at Christmas time. You will see it. You might even get a greeting card that says Joyeux Noël on the front. But it's not something we would use in everyday speech as English speakers in Canada. Let's see here. From Yen, Merry Christmas, Teacher Bob. Thank you, Yen. I hope you have a great time with your family and the magic of Christmas fills every corner of your heart and home with joy now and always. Well, thank you, Yen. I would wish you the same. I hope that the magic of Christmas just makes it a really nice season for you. Thank you for that greeting. Okay, I'm going to turn off members chat, but if any members still have something they want to ask, I will keep an eye on that chat and I will answer questions for a minute or two and we'll get back to the lesson. Let's see here. From Ty, hello, Teacher Bob. I'm having a good day, and you? I'm having a good day. Yes, my head's a little warm, but I'm having a good day. By the way, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, Ty, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Siva Kumar says, you always special for us. I caught you today in this live lesson at Christmas time. I am so happy, by the way, again from India, particularly from in the state of Tamil Nadu. Well, thank you, Siva Kumar, for watching and learning a bit of English, and I hope you have a good Christmas as well. Let's see here. Question from Naomi T. Hi, Teacher Bob. Thanks for the lesson. Will you please tell us about the most memorable gift you received? Yeah, I still think it was that Lego motor. I really like that gift. I'm trying to think. I got a really nice pair of skates for Christmas once too. That was really nice. But yeah, I'm going to have to think about that one. Most memorable gift. Let's see here. Judith in the chat says, has anyone seen Mode Ags? I have not seen Mode Ags for a couple weeks. I know he was busy. I think he has other things happening at the same time as the live stream. But I have not heard from him, and I haven't had any comments from him either. So hopefully things are okay. Let's see. I'm going to get back to the lesson. Let's get back to the lesson. We talked about Christmas music. Here we go. Caroling is an activity that people do at Christmas, and it's a little bit strange. People who like to sing will practice a Christmas song with someone, usually called a Christmas carol. That's another word for an old Christmas song. And then they will go caroling. They will go out on an evening like tonight, and they'll go from house to house, knock on the door, and when the person opens the door, they'll sing a Christmas carol. They'll sing a Christmas song. It's a really cool tradition. I've never gone caroling. I'm not a very good singer, so I have not ever done that. Santa Claus. Let's talk about Santa Claus. Santa Claus is not real. Some people tell their children Santa Claus is real, and they tell their children that Santa Claus comes on Christmas Eve and lands on the roof of the house with his sleigh and his reindeer, and then comes down the chimney and puts presents under the tree. A lot of times kids will leave out milk and cookies for Santa Claus. But Santa Claus, hopefully no children are watching. Santa Claus isn't real. Just so you know, Santa Claus isn't real. It's just a story that parents make up to tell their children. Hopefully no one under the age of 12 is watching and is now disappointed, but we'll see. One of the words to describe Santa is jolly. Jolly is a word used to describe, like Santa says, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. He's kind of big. I don't want to be disrespectful of Santa's size, but he's kind of a big man. He has chubby cheeks and a beard, and he's very happy and jolly. So jolly is another word for happy, usually used to refer to people who kind of look like Santa. This is a Santa hat. This dog is wearing a Santa hat. If we go back and look at Santa, you can see Santa has this type of hat. It's fairly common around this time of year to see people, especially if it's really cold, they might wear a Santa hat for fun. If you go to a Christmas party, you might wear a Santa hat at the Christmas party. It usually has a white ball on the end, and it's red, and it's very, very warm, by the way. It's definitely would work as a winter hat for sure. I see Ruslan in the chat saying, what? Santa does not exist? Sorry, Ruslan, to let you know that. Let's see. Freddie says, I bet that you'll be able to keep your Santa hat until the end of the live stream. Won't you? If I lose, I won't have. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on for the rest. Santa, apparently, if you believe in Santa, has a list of names, and there's a naughty list and a nice list. And there's one Christmas song where it says Santa's kind of watching to see if you're naughty or nice all year. And if you're on the naughty list, it means you've been bad. It means you've not been a very nice person that year, and you probably won't get a nice gift from Santa. In fact, the story is if you're naughty, you'll get a lump of coal as a gift. But if you're on the nice list, you'll get something nice for Christmas. So Santa, I know I said he doesn't exist, but if he did exist, he has a workshop where he makes toys, and the elves are these little people who help Santa make toys. When you watch a Christmas movie, especially one made for kids, there will often be elves in the Christmas movie. So elves are little people, I guess you would say. If you watch the movie Elf, Will Ferrell plays an elf who's actually super tall, which makes the movie extra funny. Santa lives at a place called the North Pole. The North Pole looks like this. It looks a little bit like a candy cane, and it's at the very, very top of the planet Earth. This picture, again, is from Eugene. Thanks, Eugene, for the photo. You can see here there is a reindeer with a red nose. This would be Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, another character you see at Christmas time, and he is standing by the North Pole. So as the story goes, Santa and his elves and reindeer live at the North Pole. They live at the very top of the planet Earth. And on Christmas Eve, Santa gets in his sleigh and hooks up his reindeer and then flies through the air and delivers gifts to all the children. Again, sorry to break it to you, but Santa isn't real. It's just a really fun story for the Christmas season. Where are we here? So I find this is an interesting thing. The plant that most people buy in North America around Christmas time is the poinsettia. The poinsettia looks like this. It is originally, I think, from the southern United States or from Mexico. Don't quote me on that, though. This isn't a science lesson. But it is a plant that we often have in our homes because it's red and green. So back to the beginning of the lesson, we talked about red and green being common colors at Christmas. So I think because the poinsettia is red and green, it is a very common plant for people to have in their homes. We almost always have a poinsettia in our house around Christmas. This year we don't happen to have one, but it is just a very common house plant to buy for the Christmas season. And then I mentioned this in my lesson earlier this week, my short lesson. Everyone would love to have a white Christmas. A white Christmas is when you live in the northern part of the hemisphere. You live in the northern hemisphere in a place that usually gets snow. And you hope that on December 25th, you hope that on Christmas Day, you wake up and see snow on the ground. And we would call that a white Christmas. We are probably not going to have a white Christmas. It's supposed to be raining and 3 degrees tomorrow. So the chance of a white Christmas is pretty low. Sometimes at Christmas, you buy yourself a gift. So Christmas isn't always about buying other people gifts. Sometimes you buy yourself a gift. This is Eugene's Jeep. And I think Eugene put a new bumper on the front of his Jeep. And I think that might have been Eugene's Christmas present to himself. If you don't know who Eugene is, he's in the chat. He just said Santa Claus watching in North America. But Eugene sometimes sends me photos to help with the lessons. This is a photo of Eugene's Jeep. And a week ago, I think a week or two ago, he said he was putting a new bumper. The bumper is the front part of the Jeep. So this would be a good example of someone buying a gift for themselves. You can buy a gift for yourself at Christmas too. And it's a very common thing to do. And this is the last picture from Eugene. And it is not about Christmas, but it's a good way to end this lesson. When the year ends, we say Happy New Year to each other. During the time between Christmas and New Year's Eve, people will often say to each other, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Even though the new year hasn't started yet, they'll still say Happy New Year because they're not sure they'll see that person again before the new year comes. So very common for people to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year when you see them around this time of the year. Hey, I'm just going to answer some questions from the forum and we're going to wrap up this lesson. And then it's going to be Christmas tomorrow, I guess. Hey, by the way, this lesson will come out tomorrow, not in a couple days, tomorrow, in a shorter version with all the viewer questions removed. So it will be a quick 25, 30-minute lesson on Christmas. I will make sure that I have that done and ready for you tomorrow morning. Let's look at this. Hobart says, happy holiday, Teacher Bob. May you all the things fall in your mind. Are the Christmas cards electrical? They can be. Some Christmas cards, when you open them, will play a Christmas song. Definitely that does happen sometimes. Let's see. The Bob student says, Merry Christmas, Mr. Bob. I would like to know about a man kisses girlfriend under the mistletoe and why Westerners choose mistletoe as an iconic thing at Christmas time. I don't know much about that tradition. All I know is it's more of a joke than something that actually happens. Like, people do hang mistletoe, and sometimes, like, if someone is dating someone and they're under the mistletoe, they might just kiss quick on the cheek for fun. But I don't know the full story behind it. I don't know where that tradition comes from. Let's see here. Gustavo says, Merry Christmas for everyone, special for you and your family, loved ones, and friends. Greetings from Ciudad Obregón, Mexico. Well, thank you, Gustavo, and Merry Christmas to you as well. And Mikal says, hi, Teacher Bob. Thank you for the lesson and Merry Christmas. What is the common tree color? I'm going to flip that. White or green in Canada. So green is the most common color, but you can buy white Christmas trees. When you go to the store to buy a Christmas tree, they'll probably have about 10 green Christmas trees, and then they'll have one white Christmas tree. So it's not as common, but you do sometimes see white Christmas trees. They're always fake, by the way. Kenya says, in the USA, Santa Claus. In England, Father Christmas. Yeah, there's a lot of different names, like Old Saint Nick, Saint Nicholas, Saint Nick, Father Christmas, Santa Claus. There's a number of names for Santa Claus. Generally here, I hear Santa Claus the most often, the most common one. Let's see here. Hey, that is the end of the lesson. That is the end of all of the questions. So thank you so much. There's 575 people watching. I was like way more than I was expecting, but thanks for being here. If you're new here, don't forget to click the subscribe button over here. And then what are my plans for Christmas in terms of YouTube? This video will come out tomorrow in a shorter version. Make sure you listen to it one more time. There is a video coming out Tuesday. There will be no live lesson next Friday. I might do a little Happy New Year, like a little 2 or 3 minute video next week, Saturday, not live. But mostly I'm just going to ease off. My second channel, I might do 1 or 2 videos over the break. So just kind of, if you're on YouTube, there might be a video from me, there might not, but I'm definitely taking some time off from live streaming. And I'll let you know when that starts again. I do just want to say Merry Christmas to all of you. I know not all of you celebrate Christmas, but Merry Christmas to everyone. Just kind of giving out the spirit of joy, spirit of peace, spirit of happiness at this time of year. So even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have those feelings just every day, that we can just be nicer people to each other. Anyways, thanks to Todd and Dave. Actually, I don't know if Todd was here. It's Christmas, so you don't know where everyone is. I know Dave was here. I saw Dave in the chat a number of times. So thanks, Dave, for hanging out, and Merry Christmas to you as well. Remember, there is, just let me double check here. Where is that? So on Rod's channel, let me put this in the chat. Oops, let me click over here. Rod's video. So I'll put the link in the chat. Rod is putting out a video in a couple minutes. You should go and watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm not sure I can watch the whole thing right away, Rod, because I do have to leave, but it was fun to do a little clip for you. Anyways, bye to Key Park, Patana, Audie the Thai. Bye to Eugene. Thanks for the photos. Bye to Ario. Bye to Judith. Bye to H. Abraham. Patana. Let's see here. Maria C. Bye to Lolly. Bye to Anuwat. I think I'm starting to say names twice, so I'll stop. Thanks, Christopher, for the super chat. Happy holidays to you as well. And thank you for that gift. Bye to Lancastre and bye to Rod. See you, everybody. I'm going to click end now. I think it's time for Christmas break to begin for me. I just clicked in the wrong spot. I think it's time for Christmas break to begin. So have a great day, everyone. Have a great week or two of hopefully some fun. and I'll see you with another live lesson in a few weeks.